So I'm going to lead you through a series of stretches that we worked on Tuesday. And the first one is for the shoulder. This is we call this a dynamic stretch because you're going to be moving as you stretch. So you're going to be in a lunge position. I don't care how wide the lunge is. Free elbow is going to lay on your knee. The arm that you're going to be working is going to be as loose. Let it hang as loose as possible and just let it swing as if you're stirring a pot of soup. So you want to rotate that in one direction and then turn and rotate the other direction. And then you would be doing the same thing on the opposite side. So next exercise, also dynamic exercise, it's a hugger. So you're just letting the arms swing out. If you're watching my right hand is above and then below my left. Same thing with the left hand. Left hand will be above and then below. Okay, next stretch. This is a static stretch for the shoulders. One arm will be out straight in front of you. Across the body it'll move, and you'll cup the other, the straight arm with your elbow in the crease of your elbow and pull that arm in toward your body. You should feel a stretch right through the outside of the shoulder. And you do that with the opposite side. And then we'll go for another shoulder stretch. This one, hand is above. You let the elbow bend so that the hand comes behind the head, right at the neck. And you're going to grab that elbow with the opposite hand and pull gently back. And you do that with the other side. Next stretch we're going to do will be for the chest. So you're going to clasp your hands behind the back, about mid-back, and you're going to press down and back. It's going to pull your shoulders apart, so really, really opens up the chest. Let that go, and then do that one more time. And then the last stretch will be for the upper back. And clasp hands, and you're going to turn your palms out to the front, and as you push forward, you're going to round the back and stretch through the back. Okay, let that go. So we're going to go to the floor for hip stretches and some leg stretch. The first one I'm going to do is a hip stretch, and I'm going to show this to you. I'll show you from the side and from the front so you can see what my legs and my feet are doing. So you want to be with one leg bent, your knee coming out as far as you feel comfortable doing. People have different flexibility in the hip, so you may be able to get it out farther. My foot, it's important what the foot is doing. My foot is not pointed, my foot is flexed. So keep that foot that's in the front, keep that flexed. The leg behind you, that straight leg behind you, keep that in line with your hip. You don't want it out to the side or toward the middle. Keep it in line with your hip as much as possible. And when you're ready, you can keep your hands on the floor to do this, or you can put them on your hip. When you're ready, you're going to let your hip drop or sink down. You should feel a stretch through the rear and through the side of your leg, around the hip. And you come up and you do the opposite side. Same thing, opposite side. And you may feel that one side, you're going to feel a little tighter than the other. That's pretty normal. Let that sink. Okay, so next exercise, you're going to stretch the quads, which are the large muscle group in the front of your legs. You're going to go back in that same position, and except with the straight leg behind, you're going to bend it, flex the foot, grab around the center of your foot, and let the hip sink again. Let the hips drop. You should feel a really good pull right through the hip and through the front of your leg. The hip flexors are the muscles you're really, really stretching. And then again with the other side, same thing, opposite side. Flex that foot, drop the hips. that go. Okay, last stretch we'll do is a twisting stretch for the hips. It's good for the back, lower back as well. You're going to let one leg be straight, opposite leg crosses over, your foot comes to the outside of that straight leg's knee. Whatever knee is bent on top here, you're going to use the opposite arm to grab it and place the hand, the free hand, behind you somewhere. The closer you get it to your back, the harder this, or the more stretch you're going to get. Keep your body nice and tall as you turn your head. Just go as far as you can. If you can look all the way back, great. And then slowly come forward. And then you repeat that on the opposite side. And come forward. Okay. Did you hear my back crack?